The Navigator panel is quite useful, especially when you want to do up-close detail work. Say, for example, you want to really focus on using the tools in Photoshop to get rid of this little bit of fiber on the corn kernel here. So instead of zooming in with the magnifying glass and then holding down the spacebar to move around, which is what I typically do anyway, you can use the Navigator panel, which has this little cool icon of a steering wheel that you'll find on a ship. So I'm going to go to the window menu and show you where it is here as well. Window, Navigator. There it is. So let's talk about the different controls that we find in this particular panel. First of all, we have this red box. The red box focuses on what you're looking at right now in your canvas. So I'm going to go ahead and grab a different tool. I'll grab a brush. Let's say that you want to paint with the brush tool and change the color of this kernel. Well, I'm going to change my brush size and I'll change the color, something like red. And what I could do is paint, and then I'll decide that I want to do the same thing elsewhere in my image. Now you may notice that if I hit the spacebar, I'll have to do this quite a few times. Hit the spacebar and move my mouse all over the place until I find the kernel that I want to get to. Instead, you can use the little red box in the Navigator panel to easily find the area you want to work on next. It's a lot faster than hitting the spacebar. So now I'm up here and I can paint. And once again, I can go over here. So what we can do to control how we're zoomed in is we can enter a number in this field by highlighting it and typing something such as 100%, hit enter or return, or you can use a little mountain range to click to incrementally zoom out, or click this mountain range on the right to zoom in. Likewise, we can use the slider. Notice that the box gets larger or smaller depending on how far you're zoomed in or out. I think the Navigator panel is something that you might find quite useful, especially if you're a photographer who's doing a lot of retouch work. It's a lot easier to find that wrinkle that you want to get to by looking here the whole time, finding what you want, manipulating your image, and going back to the Navigator to find the next area. I find this a very useful tool, and it saves me a lot of time because I don't have to worry about the keyboard, I don't have to worry about the space bar, and I don't have to click just to move way over here. By the way, just to let you know, just want to do it real fast. See how many times I have to do this just to get to this other side when I'm zoomed in at 300%? Just go ahead, click, and there I am. Don't forget, if you lose the Navigator panel, it's in the window menu under Navigator.